AITA for wanting to confront my son's teacher again after she had sex with my husband and then lied about it to my face. My 37F husband for 1M, and I have a son 9M. Until this school year, I was the one that picked up our son from school after classes every day, but since I started a new job, my husband has to do it on Fridays because I can't no longer make it in time. He was not happy about it, and we had many arguments about the issue. He is always late to pick him up. A month ago, it was Friday morning, and my husband had already left for work. I was going to take our son to school, but he was sick, so I let him stay home. I should have told my husband this so he wouldn't go to pick him up at the end of the day, but I totally blanked. My husband got home late that day, and I just then realized and apologized for my mistake, but he wasn't upset about it. He had apparently gone shopping and brought gifts for us. After a few weeks acting overly affectionate towards me, he confessed what had happened. There is this teacher at our son's school named Janice 27F. Apparently she is the one that always waits with our son when my husband is late to pick him up on Fridays. So, when he arrived that Friday and was told that her son wasn't there, he invited Janice to go have a coffee to thank her for all those times she had to wait. One thing led to another, and they had sex in his car. I was beyond shocked by this. My husband told me he never felt so bad about anything in his life. He swore it didn't mean anything for him and begged me not to leave him. I honestly was out of words. I asked him to leave our house, and he has been staying with his brother. I don't know what I am going to do. He wants to try couples counseling, but I feel it would be too humiliating for me. I'm not sure if I am ready for divorce either. This week, I finally built up enough courage to go talk to Janice. She apologized profusely in a way that felt very real. She told me that my husband had lied to her and said we were divorced. She started crying and promised me she would never have done it otherwise. I honestly believed her and felt so bad for her. We even hugged. That conversation really made me feel better about the whole thing. I confronted my husband about it, but he told me it was her that was lying. He said she perfectly knew he was married and that he could prove it. He had apparently recorded the whole sexual encounter in his car with his phone. You couldn't see everything that well, but you could listen perfectly. He showed me an exchange they had after finishing sex. He tells her I need to convince my wife that I was out shopping. She chuckles and says good luck. Should I go confront her again? She lying about it to my face was so sleazy. It makes me feel like an idiot for believing her. My husband says we should change her son to another school and just leave Janice alone. He says she doesn't matter and we should just focus on fixing our marriage.